this was a check for New England, meaning, is this a game where they could rise above the occasion and just play lights out against a pretty solid team in the Browns? And dude, they passed with flying colors today. Throughout the entire course of the game, New England punted the ball one time. Every other possession, they essentially scored on every drive, whether it resulted in a touchdown or a field goal. The first half, Mac Jones and that offense were lights out. They were unstoppable. When I look at New England overall offensively, this team definitely has the capabilities of putting up 30 plus points a game. It's just they haven't been able to do it on a consistent basis. But this was remarkable because I thought that the Browns were going to be able to keep New England under 30 points. But the Browns defense could not stop a parked car today. It was that bad as far as Cleveland goes. But to go along with New England's offense was their defense. Outside of that first drive where they gave up that 7 quick points to Cleveland, they shut them down for the rest of the day. Dearness Johnson couldn't get into a rhythm whatsoever. Baker had a terrible game. Just offensively for the Browns, they could not get anything going consistently, but that's due into part what New England's defense was able to do. And this New England defense has been playing lights out the last month or so. The Titans are probably clearly the best team in the AFC right now. Buffalo's right behind them. But you can make a solid case that New England's the third best team in the AFC right now. A month ago, they were probably down closer to the bottom end of the AFC. But they've been able to pull off some really big wins on the road and at home. And it's really been due into part great production from Mac. The defense has been playing outstanding. And I think Bill Belichick and that coaching staff have been phenomenal the last month or so. Today was a masterclass when it comes to coaching in regards to what the offense of coordinators did with Josh McDaniels, the defensive coaches with what Matt Patricia, Gerard Mayo were able to do. And I thought Bill Belichick had a perfect game plan for this week, and they executed it essentially flawlessly. Is it something that they can keep up? We'll see. Time will tell in that regard. But if they are able to run the ball this consistently to go along with Mac passing the ball very efficiently, I think this offense could really get it going within probably the next week or two. Because if they're putting up 45 points against the Browns, they could put up 30 plus against anybody. It's just the consistency part. Mac is kind of coming into his own in his rookie year right now. And hopefully that just continues moving forward for the Patriots. The Patriots might be one of the most dangerous teams in the AFC. And that's just the way that I see it this current moment in time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm legitimately looking at this box score. And again, it's nothing exponentially like, oh my God, like Mac didn't light them up for 400 yards, right? But he was effective. And this is what we talked about a few weeks ago, where I said he's the perfect quarterback to fill in the shoes of Tom Brady because he right now is just a game manager and he makes good decisions. He can hit the ball in terms of the deep ball, and he does have accurate tendencies. So it's not like he's a risky quarterback in terms of turning it over. But he's got a lot to learn. So with him being this successful this early and the defense getting into a rhythm, that leads me to believe, just like you said, this team is dangerous and hitting a stride at a really, really, really good point right now. The running game was effective with 184 total rushing yards. Mac Jones had 3 touchdowns. He kept the ball away from the defense. They were effective on on all sides of the ball. And it's really hard for a rookie quarterback to be put into a position of this magnitude and to now be in basically a division hunt. I think for you guys right now, you couldn't be at a higher wave. I don't think anybody saw New England being in this position, at least this early on in the season. Mind you, we're halfway through already, so it's not like you guys were ever like out of it. But I really do think that the Patriots are poised for maybe not a run necessarily, but I think that they could make some noise in the AFC if they continue to play it the way they are.